And away we go. Little slightly late start, mostly because this guy needed some attention. He likes to go on top of the stairs and just meow at me until I go upstairs. And that was what his game was this morning. And then he wants to play, so I played a little bit. And then now we're here. And we'll see how long this lasts with Buster Wiley. Let's take a look at the postcards. Not a ton. We got Baltimore, Maryland, the B&O Railroad building. Sold for $3.95. We'll go back here. Graycraft postcard, Winslow, Arkansas. Or Arkansas, depending on if you're from Kansas or not. $3.95. Also this one. Winslow, Arkansas. Our Lady of the Ozarks. $3.95. Sold this one. Custer Chemical Company. This gold miner doing some sluicing. This is, no joke, one of the first postcards I ever listed for good money. It is 1905. It is old, like postal card with the General Custer postmark, or not postmark, but it's basically like a one of those modified postal cards. It kind of has everything going for it. Took an offer for $30. I mean, it has been 4 years, so 5 years almost. You would think that this real photo postcard of a two-headed cow would go for more money, but it sold for $12. Took an offer. Lexington Street Shopping District, Baltimore, Maryland, $3.55. We've got two of the same subject. So this is a real photo of the Muse de Louvre, Winged Victory of Samothrace statue. Unfortunately, I don't have this card. Somebody else bought a very similar looking card in June, and this is the card I sent them. The card that I have instead, nearly identical, looks like this. Easy mistake to make. Where did I go wrong, you might ask? Well, I put them both in the Z4 section, which I know better than to do. Don't put cards that look a lot alike in the same section. But I did it, and so I messaged the customer. I'm like, here's what we can do. I can either give you all your money back and not send you anything, or I can give you half your money back and send you this card. We'll see what happens. They also bought this card, which is the same subject from a different angle. This one is a real photo, and I do have this one, so there's that. $8.96. A band of elk on the Hoh River in Spruce, Washington. Real photo postcard. $8.05. Been in the store a very long time. Can tell by the fact that I used the word vintage as the first letter in the title. And finally, the German House in Indianapolis. Undivided back, unposted. The Indianapolis News Company. $4.46. Not too shabby. There we have it. Those are the postcards. And we got a few other things. It wasn't a bad day in sales by any means. No complaints. 260 somewhere in there, which is fine. Hey, what up? In a minute. So I ended up listing yesterday quite a bit, dollar wise. Most of it is from the free pile. In fact, I think all of it was from the free pile. And yeah, that damn free pile. So there's some stuff that I haven't been able to get listed just yet because I don't have all the parts yet. So I can't list the TI computers because I needed one of those adapters for antennas back in the day. There's the ones that look like an O face. You haven't needed to use one in a very long time, but back in the day, you had to use them all the time. Unfortunately, it's upside down in this picture, but they looked a little something like this. Remember these? Yeah, I had to buy 4 of them. I couldn't believe I didn't have one. But yeah, that's the missing piece I need to get the IBMs tested. And then as far as what got listed yesterday, come on, load it, eBay. Oh, this was a cancellation. But this bunch of pennants, and one of them actually already sold. This is the World War II MBF radio and accessories kit. This thing's really neat. Already has a watcher on it. Transmitter, receiver. I mean, the thing on the inside is the best condition of any that's ever come up on eBay. So that I listed at $300. I also am the only one who's listed it with the accessory kit. Here's a different one, different transmitter receiver. That I listed for $250. Disneyland pennant, another Disney pennant from the Mickey Mouse Club. Here's another piece of that radio equipment. Some more vintage pennants. A lot of the radio stuff. Signal core, power supply converter, Expo 86 pennant, Puyallup Fair pennant. This is another piece of radio equipment. It's a marker beacon receiver. So basically what this is like on the battlefield, somebody would put a marker beacon and you'd be in an airplane and you'd be flying over and this thing would pick up the signal and be like, this is where you do your drop. Is how I understand it. I am by no means an expert. And then there was another Disneyland pennant in there as well. All free. Free pile. And I'm not even close to done. Oh, for sure. Get your coupon in now. I can guarantee you, like, any like bubble wrap that you buy on Amazon, anything that you buy on Amazon, really, unless it ships from the U.S., you're fucked. And it's in stock already. The problem with whenever there's a port shutdown, and we know this already sort of from the pandemic, what happens is, okay, we have, because we don't have port workers, we have this container now that we can't ship out, or we can't unload, right? So there's a container at the port that can't be unloaded. And because they can't unload that container, it sits at the port. And because they can't unload that container and then get it out of the way, the ship that's out in the bay also can't come in and get the container off into the port to be unloaded. And then the ship that's out at sea coming in can't come into the bay because it's full of ships, because they're all waiting for the ships, the containers at the port to get unloaded, and the problem compounds. And that is how ships get stuck in the Suez Canal. So yeah, I think we can expect some significant shipping delays. That could bode well for U.S.-based businesses who are selling and shipping from the U.S., though, right? Like, people who would normally go to Amazon for the holidays to do their Christmas shopping for the hottest toy from overseas, what are they going to do now? Out of stock. Walmart shelves might be a little more empty than normal. What you gonna do? That's a nice tight table. Why? Oh, I know why. I'm like, why do I have a fucking Coldplay song stuck in my head? And then I remembered fucking Instagram. I guess that'll work, right? We'll do that. I do not like Coldplay. And I especially don't like the song Yellow. And that's the one that's in my head. They're on one of those bands where I just don't get it. But I did see half a second of a Coldplay Instagram this morning, and that is all it takes. Why don't you have a Q4 coupon yet? You know about this, right, Don? This was from yesterday. It's already ready to go. Oh, well. Then this should work, at least. You should be able to go to the .ca version. Right? Just change .com to .ca. Oops. That was yesterday's chat. So, like, wouldn't this work? All right. I sold a Talking Jeffrey plush. Here it is. It works. What do you do on this? I think squeeze it. Oh, that was probably smart to turn it off. Here.
I'll always stick my neck out for you. I love toys so much, I became one. What's the matter? You never seen a talking giraffe before?
Never gonna get old. I have so many boxes right now, guys. It's ridiculous. I have an embarrassment of boxes. That seems legit. I think I can do that. Yep, that'll work. Do I even want to? We can do this. How much weight? 12 ounces. 1 pound, 12 ounces. Oh, we're good. We're good. This will fit in there. this way. I can chop off a whole bunch of this, though. The giraffe sold for $15. I bought it for $2.50, I think, at my local, one of the honey holes. Fucking egg. I've been having tape issues. Alright. Cool. Purchase shipping label and be done with it. Well, thank you, Roman. Did you change your freaking name? And don't be so sure, because this is not financially sustainable. I did not. Just to give you guys an idea, I did not do a show on Monday. I had 3 times as many orders, and I shipped including a sewing machine, and I shipped it all in 25 minutes. Like, there's nothing about any of this that makes any sense as a business anything. It doesn't make me any money. It doesn't sell things. It takes me longer to do stuff. Yeah. Alright, so next up. Just saying. I'm not complaining. This is one of the free pile things. It's a pennant from Enchanted Village in Federal Way, Washington. It is a local, I want to say amusement park. It's a shitty amusement park. Also, there's a waterside park next to it called Wild Waves, which isn't bad. But this is definitely from the 80s. Look at that chicken thing. This sold for $40, and I listed it yesterday. I knew it was going to sell quickly and for good money, and it did. So yeah, that was pretty nice. I definitely priced it up a little bit with knowledge that It's a very cool local piece of local history. It still exists. It's still shitty. Six Flags owns it. But have they put even a penny into it ever? No. I'm trying to think how I want to ship this thing. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay. I'm not even going to tape it up. Oh, I am. I think the problem is I'm currently down to my defective rolls of tape. The ones that I've started and then being like, nope, this one's defective. But that's now all I have left is all the ones that I keep rejecting. So now I'm paying the price until the new tape comes in. That's a 4-ounce ship, baby. You are no longer Roman. In 100 years, yeah, 100%. I agree with this. All right, next up is this. It's a Victorian kitchen pottery spice jar. And yeah, it is not really Victorian, either in style or in basically they just said we're Victorian spice pottery company. And here's our oregano or as the British say, oregano, which is the most pompous fucking pronunciation of any word. You know who used to drive me nuts when they would say it? Graham Kerr. Anyone remember Graham Kerr? He would always say, oregano. I'm like, fuck you, limey twat. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this Victorian pottery spice jar. Things I did not think I would be saying today when I woke up this morning. Top of the list. Limey twat. I probably should have put some filler in that thing, but it'll be fine. Oh, it happened again. Like, I can deal with aluminium, but don't fucking give me a oregano. 14 ounces, 864. Like, aluminium, there's no I at the end of aluminum. They're just pronouncing a thing that isn't even there. But I'll take 10 aluminiums to 1 oregano as I wave the knife in the air. All right. Sold some Berks. Which boxes do we want to use here? What are the most sacrificeable boxes? Have I already sacrificed any boxes that will do the job? I do not have any sacrificed boxes that will do the job. That's perfect record size. What's this? That's a nice small size box. That is as well. Let's use one of these giant oversized things that I don't really have anything that giant except sewing machines. It definitely came in handy shipping the sewing machine. There we go. Save you for later. Probably need to be roughly that big. That'll work. And then roughly that big. That'll work. That we can save for later. Sold the I Ching. That sold for $7.25. I got it for free. As you know, I don't really pay for books. I don't know where I got it for free, but I know that I did not pay for this book. They spell it wrong. And I don't care if it's spelled with an I everywhere else in the world besides the US. They're spelling it wrong. All right, last item. Another Burke. Oh shit, there's another Burke that I even forgot to go get. It's actually 4 Burks. Fighter Aces, another aviation book. I did pay for this one. In the boxes, $10 box military stuff. This one sold for $8.96. Actually, nope. Actually. Here is another Burke that I've just totally spaced on grabbing. I'll be back in a minute. I need to make like a little wedge that keeps the tape in there. Alright, let me go grab that other book. I'll be right back. All right. Last are these like North American Hunting Association books. I got these. I don't even. September of 2023 is when I listed them. Not a clue where they came from. Probably from the honey hole. One of them had a coin in it. I remember that because I sold the coin separately. The book sold for $11.66. Let's try making that little wedge thing. That's going to drive me nuts. All right, let's see if that works. That seems to have already made a difference. And that, as they say, everybody, is that we're done. Don't worry, though. I'll probably be back tomorrow. That is, of course, if something does indeed sell. Good news, something usually sells. That was not my stomach. That was this that came out of the garage sale free pile that I ended up keeping, and I don't ever try to hit it. It just is, I just have it there, and every now and then I tap it, and when I do, so I kept it because it's ridiculous. It's also, what's hilarious is it's right where I'm working, so it's easy to tap, and it always catches, it's always unexpected, and it makes me laugh. It's very sensitive, which is even funnier. All right, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow. Catch you on the flip flop. Peace out. Bye.